In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front motor mount on your Honda Accord. This is going to be located right in front of the engine. Let's get started. To give ourselves just a little bit more room, we're going to remove this cover in the coolant tank. Use a flat blade screwdriver, twist these clips, and pull straight off. Using a 10mm, we're going to remove the bolt for the coolant tank. Remove the bolt, remove the overflow hose, pull the coolant tank straight up and out of place. We're going to remove the two connectors for this bracket. This should be connected to here, but it's broken. We're going to push on this tab, pull straight back, remove the connector, and do the same thing on this one right here. Push on the tab, pull straight up, remove the connector. If this is still connected to this bracket, we're going to go on the back side using a flat blade screwdriver. Right behind here, you'll pull up on a little tab, and then you can pull straight down and pull this off. Remove the bolt for the bracket using a 14mm. Remove the bolt. We're going to pull this bracket out of the way. Remove the two 17mm nuts for the top bracket. Remove the nuts and the bracket. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to remove the 4 base bolts. Remove the 4 base bolts. Using a 14mm wrench, remove the top bolt. Remove the top bolt. We're going to go up on the seam of the transmission and jack up the motor. Then we're able to remove our mount. I'm going to pull this rubber boot off. To give myself some space, I'm going to pull this connector off of the bracket. There's a little tab on the bottom. We're going to push down on it, pull it straight off. I'm going to pull this harness up and out of the way, push that connector back. There's an air line on the bottom. We're going to remove that air line from the mount. Pull the hose straight off. Remove the motor mount from the vehicle. Our top came off and it leaked all of the oil down in there, so we'll clean that off before we install the new one. Install the new motor mount. Before installing the motor mount into place, we're going to get that air line on the bottom Tilt it up to the side. Fully install that air fitting. Install the rubber boot around the mount. Install the mount into place. Remove the jack. Get the top bolt started. Get the 4 base bolts started. I'm going to get these started by hand. With all of the base bolts installed, go around and snug them all down. Torque the base bolts to 40 foot-pounds. Snug down the top bolt. Torque the bolt to 40 foot-pounds. If you can't get a torque wrench on it, do the best you can. Install the bracket. Get the nuts started. Snug down the nuts for the bracket. Torque the nuts to 40 foot-pounds. Pull the bracket over and install the bolt. Snug the bolt down. Install the connector onto the bracket, push it straight on. Install the connector, push until you hear a click. If you don't hear a click, give it a pull, make sure it's locked on. Pull the O2 wire over. If you took this off the bracket, go ahead and slide it back on. Install the connector, push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a pull, make sure it's locked on. Install the engine cover, screw the pins in. Be sure the dowel lines up with the hole on the bottom, and this tab right here drops into this bracket. Install the bolt in the front. Get it snug into about a quarter turn. Install the cooling hose. Push it straight on.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.